Should we start filming?
Yes.
Which episode is this?
This is Unisport Uncut episode number 62. I'm J Mike, this is Jolte, and this is
62.
This is 62. And Jolte, today we're going to talk about World Cup shirts. In other words, the top 10 coolest World Cup shirts for Russia 2018. It's right around the corner. Russia. It's right around the corner.
Yep.
Now let's kick it off
with
number
the
10.
clock. Start the clock.
I will start the clock. Number 10. Senegal away.
I did it.
You did it.
It's hanging.
Like
cool shirts, you know? This was definitely, we were lining up our, personal favorites. Obviously, this is a little bit of a,
A mix.
mix.
Yeah.
But we both had this on our top 10. It's a cool shirt. Puma, fantastic job. Nice graphics. I think everything is on point with this.
I love that shirt. I think, it's not often we see green shirts. I think that the template is pretty cool. The whole lion pattern on the front is pretty cool. I think it's a good looking shirt. And I mean, the most Puma shirts this year, they're basically pretty plain with this pattern on the front. I think this is the coolest of the bunch. So yeah, good job. Good job, Puma. Number 9 is...
I'm just gonna throw the,
Wow, no shirts while I'm doing this.
I'm sorry.
Number 9.
Yo, okay.
Croatia away.
This was definitely higher up on my personal list.
Yes.
Like, to me, again, it's very simple and
Yes.
simplistic, There's not too much going on, but I just like the dark colors.
Of course you like the dark colors.
And in general, I don't really like too many shirts that are right in your face. That are crazy.
No,
I like it simple.
And you know what? The reason I agreed to having this, because I also think it's pretty cool. I like the home shirt a little bit more, but I think that in terms of modern designs, this is definitely up there. And the whole crisscross pattern, whatever you call it, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. One of the best looking away shirts we have this year.
For sure.
Number 7.
Konnichiwa.
Ohayo gozaimasu, or whatever they say.
Do they say konnichiwa in Japan?
They do, yeah. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Finally, I got it right.
You said hello, I said good morning, and there's definitely a hello to that shirt because what? Don't.
Well played.
Wow.
Wow. there we go. Yo, this shirt is cool. It's a, normally I don't really like, clothing or football shirts for that matter that have dots. And this
Okay.
is pretty close to having dots.
Yes.
But something about it,
But it's got this sartorial feel to it, where it's the master tailors where they go in with their chalk and they draw on the shirts, and it's got a really cool vibe to it. Of course, the whole Japanese thing with always having these dark navy blue shirts, it just looks amazing. I think it's right up there. Subtle hints of red on the collar here, little cheeky Japanese flag. It's just a cool shirt.
100%.
You gotta hand it to them.
And by the way, while we are, lining up our shirts, remember to comment down below your top 10 favorite shirts.
And if we can just finish Japan, because getting this as number 6, most of the other Adidas shirts are very, very retro, but the one Adidas made for Japan is a little bit more modern, it's a little bit more unique compared to the other style. It was just something I noticed.
To me, this one is higher up on the list than where we are right now.
Okay.
Is this
6.
number 6?
Yes.
This is number 6. Like you said, retro, classic, simplistic, stylish. To me, this is beautiful. It would have been perfect if it had a round crew neck instead of this little bit of a... I like my, crew necks.
I think this is a nice reference back into, it's a modern take on a classic shirt. I think it's 82 or 86 that is really a reference to. And then it's got all this the Telstar pattern with the whole, they're going with this very blocky style for Russia.
Actually, I didn't even know that before.
Really?
No, I didn't know. Because, when I just saw images online,
it just looks like a plain blue stripe.
But actually, I don't know if this other camera can catch it, but you can actually see this.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gradient actually with the blocks, and it's nice because the blocks go again on the Telstar with the whole pattern and on the fonts. So it's very blocky, their style today. I think
Beautiful
it's a nice shirt. The reason for me it's not higher is that it's just it's just a white shirt with blue stripes on it.
This, I'm just gonna say, this was not even near my top 10 list.
This was one of the things I vetoed. I had to have that in because this is also a reference to a shirt from the 80s. I don't remember when, but it was back in the day with Valderrama who wore that. And it's basically a modern interpretation. How can you not like that shirt? I mean, it's
To me, this is a little bit too much. Like mixing, you know, red, blue, and yellow.
This
is
is
like,
this is one of the OG Adidas designs.
I know, but you know, to me, this is a little bit too retro. I totally get that, you know, people love it. And I would have replaced this,
Yes.
for example, with the Brazil away shirt.
Okay.
To me, that's nice.
That's fair play. So honorable mention goes out to that. But I definitely think that this was one of the shirts I had to have on the list. So you know, I love it. I'm not like brown enough to really rock it because it's gonna look really weird on a white dude, as you can see with the yellow shirt.
Hey.
Number 4.
Mexico away. Lovely shirt. We
Lovely,
both
lovely
had it
shirt.
on our list. You know, very simple. Reminds me of, this is like the Bayern Munich away shirt, actually. Reminds me of that.
Definitely. I mean, you never go wrong with a white shirt with then horizontal stripes in color. I mean, it looks cool. The colors are great. The Mexico colors are always good. The home shirt is nice too, actually. I consider having that as well. So it's a nice shirt. Obviously, this is a little bit too big for us because we've been selling so many of them that we only have like
Beautiful crew neck.
Beautiful crew neck for you. I mean, I think the logo is a little bit. I think there's a little bit too much going on for me.
I actually agree.
Simpler logo would have been really killer, but I think the whole, you know, white, green, red, you can't go wrong with that, man. Can't
Beautiful
go wrong
shirt.
with that. Yes. Let's move on to top. Well, this is actually number 4. That was number 5. This is number 4. Peru. And I don't know about you, but this was also one of the shirts that I really needed on the list. Another reference.
To me, it's not too...
Are you kidding me?
It's cool,
Are
but
you
it's not
kidding me?
on my top 10.
No way. This is like, again, a reference back in time to the kit they wore in the 70s, sorry. One of those really, really iconic kits.
Like I said, it's cool, but it would have, you know, would not be on my top.
I think if you ask shirt collectors who really know their shit, if you go back in time, this is one of the most iconic shirts or the shirt designs in the World Cup ever.
That's cool, but if I don't like it, I don't care how historic it
But
is,
I like
you
it.
know?
I love white shirts. I love white
I
shirts.
respect it,
And
you
you know, it's so iconic with the you know, the tilted stripe and all, the gold references on the under the stripe and on the sleeves. And Umbro, they just do beautiful shirts. I dig this hard, man.
I can see that.
Yeah. Then perhaps for number 3, the real number 3 here.
Well,
The
you
most
know,
hyped shirt for the World Cup. Let's just put it like that. The Nigeria shirt. The
mean-
home shirt.
yeah, you know, no matter what, whether we actually do like it or not, it has to be on the list.
yeah.
Like, you know, if it's not on the list, people will go bonkers.
I think it's actually, you know, it's a cool shirt. Again, a cheeky reference back into time to 94, I think, where they had this eagle design, the whole wing pattern. And also they've made this like the feathered pattern, but obviously in way more colorful, with a way more colorful design. I think it's out there. I wouldn't be able to rock it personally because I'm not swag enough. I'm too white and I'm not
I
swag
think
enough.
it's pretty cool. You know?
I agree with you. It's fresh, it's very modern, but also it has all these classic references.
Yeah, yeah.
This could
It's
easily
not
be a shirt.
they didn't just like splash something
No.
onto it just to make it radical.
And this could be a shirt that was released in the 90s with this really retro, colorful, pattern everywhere vibe. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think on pitch, it's by far the most striking kit we have in the World Cup. But time is running away from us, so we need to move on to number 2, which is
Classic.
right flipping beauty. Perhaps the most iconic like pattern design on a World Cup shirt ever. Germany home. And it's,
I love this shirt, you know.
it's so crisp, it's so clean. It's like everything Adidas does so well. The biggest reference back in time where instead of using the colorful pattern they had in 90, I think, don't kill me if it's not right, but where they had the German colors in that very pattern, now they've got monochrome. I think
It's amazing.
it's amazing. Let's just leave it
Lovely.
at that. Yeah.
You know, potentially my favorite shirt.
I was close, but for me, this has to be number one, the French shirt. Now, Nike have been doing beautiful shirts for France. No shirts for Holland. Nike have been doing beautiful shirts for France ever since they took over, and this is no exception. There's a little like button on the...
That's the only thing that's turning me off, you know?
The button?
Yeah.
Man,
I'm not a
you
button
and your colors,
kind of guy.
Do I have a button on this? No.
No. But I think, you know, and the whole, you know, the vapor knit pattern, and it's just, it just looks so high quality that it's
I like everything else about it, you know?
Time's up.
Wow, for some reason I can't hang it.
No, you can't hang?
I'm having a very hard time.
Anyway, I think, you know, it just looks beautiful. The pattern is beautiful. The knit quality is beautiful. It's simplistic. It's fashion. It's classic. With the Germany shirt, by and far the best shirts we've seen for the World Cup.
Take out the button and it's up there on my list.
But you also actually, just now we're talking. I know we're out of time, so we're going to do this quickly. We're getting a lot of questions about, you know, oh, there's the vapor knit, there's the authentic shirts, there's the player versions, and there's the fan versions. What are the differences? Now, we've been talking about this a bit before, but I brought the two Denmark shirts, which are also actually pretty nice. But it comes in like a player shirt, which is this one, the Tech Pro, and then it comes in like the fan version, which is a little bit more sturdy. It's made with other materials, and it's a little less. So the big deal here is, as you can see, like on the, maybe we should take it up here for the big camera. On the player version, the whole X pattern here in the, yeah, let's
Keep talking.
The X pattern here on the front of the shirt, which is a reference to the Danish Royal Guard, has been weaved into the material itself. Whereas, that's how you hang a shirt. It's been weaved into the material of the shirt itself, so it's a little bit more breathable. And that's the key word for the authentic shirts. The fit is a little tighter because players usually like that. It's also a little bit more elasticated because players like that. And then it's also made so it's more breathable. And usually we also see that like the brand logos and the federation logos have been you know, heated on instead of stitched on, because it gives for a little bit nicer comfort when you wear it. Whereas, on the other hand, the fan version is made to be worn by fans every day, so the fit is a little more loose. Also because that fans can have every shape of their body, whereas athletes are usually a little bit more trim. It's made with a bit more sturdy material, so you can actually wash it and it's not gonna break that easily. And then it's not gonna be as breathable. So this is more like a fashion item, a thing you can wear every day, whereas the player shirt is something that's made specifically for playing football. And breathe.
Cool, you know, and it's funny because, you know, as always, I'm always skeptical about these kind of things,
Yep.
right?
You're wearing a player version
I know,
right now.
and you know, it is pretty crazy when you put on the most expensive one.
Yes.
Like, you know, you get the same feeling when you put on base layer, for
Yes.
example. So, you know, you are tight and you feel like, okay, it's game time. Like, you're ready to go. And with the fan shirts, they are a little bit more loose. But then again, you know, do you want to go out and perform in the player shirt, or do you just want to chill out at the beach with your Denmark shirt with some beer on it as well?
And that's the thing. It's about how much you care. To some people, like, the player shirt is a fashion item. To others, they don't need to spend the extra money. So, I mean, I would always go for the player shirts. Once you go player shirt, you never go. They're so nice. The quality is
The quality is insane. The fit is incredible. Obviously, the materials are a little bit more premium. Putting it black and white. The main difference is that these are a little bit more expensive and a little bit more tight fitting. Whereas these are a little bit more affordable and a little bit more loose fitting.
Yes.
And that's it.
And in my opinion, you get what you pay for. That's the way it is. But guys, which do you think is the coolest looking shirts in the World Cup? You should let us know as always in the comment section right down below. Now, if you want to go and get a shirt for the World Cup, you can go and buy your favorite shirt at unisportstore.com by clicking the link right over Jolter's head. You should also go and subscribe to our channel with the notifications on to make sure you're some of the first to see our new videos on the World Cup stuff. And then you should go watch a video that you can see right down here, which I haven't decided what should be yet, but it's going to be pretty epic. So go and watch it. And with that said, we're signing off. Cheerio.